Today we are comparing the AirPods Pro 3 versus the AirPods Pro 2. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryan and this is the Elevate Project, and we are going to be comparing the AirPods Pro 3 versus the AirPods Pro 2. Now, they do look very, very similar, and I received the AirPods Pro 3 during Christmas time, and I've had a good amount of time to try them out. Now, the AirPods Pro 2, just from an aesthetic standpoint, it's still using traditional white case. You can see the LED here in the front, and it has a pairing button there on the back as well. Now, with the AirPods Pro 3, again, it is a white case. The difference is it is a little bit larger. It does have the LED in the front. However, there is no more button on the back for pairing. If needed, the here by the LED is haptic, so it's touch sensitive when you need to manually pair it. Now, other differences between the two is the earbuds themselves. So the AirPods Pro 2 uses just silicone for the ends, and the AirPods Pro 3 does use silicone, but it also has a foam mixture to it. So it's got a foam firmness and the silicone as well. Now, they both do come with additional sizes to ensure that it fits in your ear. And depending on what you're doing, this will really help keep the earbuds in your ear, but also with the noise cancellation. Now, for me, the AirPods Pro 2 have been absolutely amazing. I did have to replace it once just due to an issue with one of the earbuds. And Apple Care did its job, worked really, really well, sent out a replacement, and haven't had an issue since. Now with AirPods Pro 2, I've never had an issue with noise cancellation, worked really well. It automatically paired through my iCloud account, so it switched from my iPhone to my iPad to my Mac Studio without any issue, and my Apple TV. The AirPods Pro 2 for me has been so good that when I'm listening and even when I'm working out, instead of the headphones that I originally purchased just for working out, I actually prefer the AirPods Pro 2. Now you're probably thinking, why jump to the AirPods Pro 3? And is it really worth your hard-earned money if you already have the AirPods Pro 2? So for me, the big difference that I was excited about for the AirPods Pro 3 was the heart rate sensor. Now you're all wondering, heart rate sensor on your AirPods. So when I'm working out or I'm going for a walk, etc., specifically for weight training, I would use the fitness workout app on my Apple Watch. And in certain exercises where I need, let's say, wrist straps for working out or anything like that, when I take off my Apple Watch, it can't track my workout. So the great thing about the heart rate sensor for the AirPods Pro 3, which is one of the main selling points for me, is that I can still do a fitness workout and track my workout using the AirPods Pro 3 and not have to use my Apple Watch. So that has been a game changer for me for working out. Now, the differences between the two, again, is yes, the size, yes, the silicone tips. And I'll talk about that in a moment. But the other is battery life. So I believe the AirPods Pro 2 gives you 6 hours of battery life, and the AirPods Pro 3 gives you 8 hours of battery life. And just to make sure that I check my specifications, the AirPods Pro 2 is IP54 and the AirPods Pro 3 is IP57, giving you a little bit more of water resistance and dust resistance for the case and the earbuds. So the battery life and the IP57 is really great, especially if I'm traveling and I forget to charge my AirPods, which I have done in the past with my AirPods Pro 2. But that extra, I would say, validation or security that when I'm using this for working out, I'm not going to have too much issue when I'm sweating with these on. Now, is that a big game changer for you to upgrade to the AirPods Pro 2? Honestly, for me, not so much. Is there a sound quality difference between the AirPods Pro 2 and AirPods Pro 3? It says there is. However, for me, listening to the normal things that I normally listen to, which is podcasts and music, as well as my Apple TV, if I'm just watching the news or watching YouTube, for me, wasn't a big difference in sound quality. Now, the other thing is that the AirPods Pro 3 is supposed to have an enhanced noise cancellation. And again, for me, the AirPods Pro 2 really had good noise cancellation. So again, I haven't had any issues with that either. So in retrospect, if you already have the AirPods Pro 2 and you're not really using your AirPods Pro 2 for weight training or for the gym because you have separate pair of headphones, or you're not worried about tracking your fitness without your Apple Watch, then I would probably stick with the AirPods Pro 2. Now, let's go back to the silicone tips versus the foam silicone that you do get with the AirPods Pro 3. Now, for me, I was worried when I decided to use my AirPods Pro 2 for working out that I would have an issue with for the earbuds falling out of my ears just with the excessive sweat, etc. And in the beginning, I did have an issue. And when I switched out the different sizes, because you do get a full set of sizes, small, medium, large, with the AirPods Pro 2 and the AirPods Pro 3, I never had an issue once I reset with the different sizes, and have been using the AirPods Pro 2 for working out for well over a year. Now, when it comes to the AirPods Pro 3, the silicone tips and the foam, you can definitely feel the difference. And I didn't actually change the original tips for the AirPods Pro 3. So I did change the tips, which I believe when you first get them, you're going to get the medium set that will be installed in the earbuds. And then you have the choice to switch out to the small or the large, and I believe extra large or extra small. Got to double check that. So let me just double check. I do have the box right here for the AirPods Pro 3. Extra, extra small, small, and large. And the medium is what is installed on the AirPods Pro 3. So you do get a range, and I would take the time to make sure you got the right set for you. So for me, with the original set of ear tips, I definitely haven't had an issue. It's almost like a memory foam, and it does feel a little bit more firm in the ear canal. So the reason why I suggest to test it out, just based on other people that I know that have the AirPods Pro 3, is that if you have the wrong size and it does stay in, sometimes there is some pain just because of that foam, and depending on how your ears react during workouts or having earbuds in for a long period of time because it's in your ear canal, can sometimes be sore. So I definitely would take the time to test out the different sizes to make sure you have the right one for you. So the AirPods Pro 3, I've been happy with it. I've enjoyed it so far. And based on what I learned with the AirPods Pro 2 is getting a case to help protect it. Now, I have dropped these multiple times, and if you're like me and these drop, the earbuds just start flying out. So I did end up getting a case, and the one that I have is the ESR hybrid magnetic case. And it just basically goes right in. So that's the bottom piece. And this is the top piece. So it's a 2-piece. And this has helped protect my AirPods Pro 2, especially in the gym when I'm fiddling around and trying to get my earbuds and out of my pocket, out of my gym bag, and it has fallen out. And the great thing too, on the back, you have the spot for magnetic charging, so MagSafe, and it's been really, really well. Now, again, so this is from my experience that I've had with this so far. When it comes to sound quality, they're both amazing. I'm sure the AirPods Pro 3 at a certain level is better and enhanced. For me, I didn't notice a big difference. With the noise cancellation, again, for me, the AirPods Pro 3 is an enhanced noise cancellation, but I've never really had an issue with AirPods Pro 2. And in regards to the heart rate sensor, that is the main reason why I love the AirPods Pro 3, just for my lifting style, etc. And so it for me, it was a great upgrade. Not only that, I've had the AirPods Pro 2 for probably since launch. So the battery life has still been amazing. Again, even with the battery life being more on the AirPods Pro 3, it isn't a game changer for me specifically. Have I missed out on using my AirPods Pro 2 because it hasn't been charged? Yes, 100%, typically when I'm traveling. So the confidence of the extra battery life is amazing, but also, hey, if you have the AirPods Pro 3, let me know in the comments below, and let me know if there have been any issues or differences or more reasons to move to the AirPods Pro 3 from the AirPods Pro 2. Now, if you do have the original AirPods Pro, then definitely, because they're roughly right now at the time of this recording is roughly the same price, just go ahead and jump to the AirPods Pro 3. So hopefully you found some value in this video, and let me know in the comments. Hit that like, subscribe if you want more content like this one. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next one.